Hey everybody, today I am reviewing a new brow product from Rimmel. It is called Brow This Way Lightweight Brow Gel. So a lot of brands are coming out with these tinted brow mascara type products. I got this in the shade dark brown. It says defines and fills, non-sticky, gel texture with a hint of tint, and it definitely does have some color to it. Fixes your eyebrows all day, feels lightweight. And here's just a closer look at the wand and the brush. It's kind of like half the size of a standard mascara brush. It's just spiraled around in a very traditional way, a little bit tapered toward the tip. When you do pull it right out of the tube, there's a lot of product on the tip. And considering that that's the part of this brush that's going to be used in the most precise way, I wish it could have been cleaned off a little better because you're just going to manually have to get some of that off of there, I think, to make that tip functional for you, especially if you wanted to use it right here around the inner part. It's like, yes, I want to use the tip there, but I don't want a ton of dark product right there, you know? Now, I ran out of my Benefit Gimme Brow, but I would say this brush is about like double to triple the size of that. That was a very, very tiny, precise brush. But even with that one, I felt like I couldn't be as precise on my brows as I could with a nice angled brush or a really, really fine pencil. So that's something to keep in mind here. If you find that you've got little areas where you really need to fill that in with a small brush or a very tiny pencil, you're probably not going to feel like something like this gives you enough precision. I have this and only this in my brows today, and I really did like the way it applied. I feel like it's kind of a cool tone, deep brown, so it really matches in with my brow hair nicely. I had to be careful with the tip because that can, like I said, pick up a lot of product. But for just a quick sweep through on my brows, I thought it deepened them up. When you look at one done and the other one not done, I think you can tell just the added depth, just a little more filled in all the way across. And you can feel that this has hold like immediately. And that's something I really like about this. I don't see any point in using a brow gel or a setting product that's not really going to provide some hold, and it seems to last all day. Finished look I am happy with, but this is not going to be the kind of product where you get like a real carved out edge to the brows, obviously. If you're really into using the pomades where you can just, you know, get a really super defined edge to your brows, using this alone is not going to give you that effect. But it is pigmented, and I think it's even more pigmented than they let on. You know, they say hint of tint, but I mean, look at this. If I were to brush some of this off on my hand, I mean, that is a fully pigmented product there. So you're definitely not going to have any trouble getting color to show up on your brows. For me, as one who already has a lot of existing brow hair, this would definitely be something I could use, like the Gimme Brow, to just have a quick look. It's not going to give you super precision, you know, maybe right in here or to cover certain little areas, but I think you can make it work. If you were trying to reconstruct a brow from basically nothing, this is probably not the product you'd want to use, but it may be something that you want to consider as like a second step product, like you normally fill in with a pomade or a pencil, but you don't feel like those provide much hold, and you like the idea of a little extra depth or tint to your brows. And also, I've got kind of a glob here, so I'm not going to rub over that part, but as you can see, it really does set. That's not smudging off at all. One thing that this does not appear to have in here are the little fibers. Like, I believe Benefit had that. Hard Candy had a brow product that was loaded with kind of a creamy formula, and suspended within that were teeny tiny fibers that would actually kind of latch on to your existing brow hair and thicken them up in that way. This does not have that. This is strictly going to be color, but also hold, but it's not going to have those little fiber bits. So I gotta say, for the natural brow look, like I said, not super precise, not super carved out, but definitely a brow look with some hold and some color, I'm really happy with this. So thank you guys so much for watching my review. I hope it was helpful to you, and I'll see you later. Bye.